Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Luna's Howl specifically, and whether or not this gun is worth all the hassle required to get it for the average gamer out there. If competitive PvP is your thing and you love pitting yourself against other top-tier players, then the weapon is a no-brainer for you, and you will likely unlock it along your journey in the competitive playlist in Destiny 2 Season 5. But for the average gamer, is this weapon worth the hours of grinding required to attain it? I think that's a two-part question, and first let's talk about the weapon itself, and then we'll chat about the requirements for claiming it. The Luna's Howl is a 180 RPM legendary solar hand cannon with an interesting backstory that you uncover throughout your quest to attain it. Visually, the weapon looks very clean, and it clearly nods back to some of early Destiny 1 hand cannon models like Lord High Fixer and the Devil You Know, and even the audio is the same as those early Destiny firearms. The recoil pattern is just like other 180s in Destiny 2, it's more back than up, but the Luna comes standard with a Tier 10 stability masterwork on it, making it pretty exceptionally manageable to control, which is pretty important considering the one thing that this weapon is best at. And that one thing is rapid 3-taps that drop an opponent faster than an opponent with any other archetype of hand cannon can, so long as you land 2 consecutive precision hits somewhere in that volley, right? Up front. So the Luna's Howl has a perk called Magnificent Howl, which basically overcharges the weapon, making it capable of doing 131 damage to the head for a few seconds after landing 2 consecutive precision shots. This means the weapon can 3-tap a Guardian by going 2 to the head and then 1 to the body or head afterwards. In other words, it's a 180 that can 3-tap regularly in the hands of a skilled wielder. Now, the Stability Masterwork, in conjunction with the other perk on the gun, Zen Moment, means you've got yourself an incredibly stable 3-tapping, fast-firing hand cannon, and it's nasty. I mean, it's super nasty. I've got gameplay in the background here. You can see I've already racked up a couple of We Ran Out of Medals with this thing, some nasty kill streaks and multi-kills. Man, in my opinion, this weapon is more regularly lethal than Redrix's Claymore ever was. And I'm very comfortable saying this is one of the most lethal hand cannons, if not the most lethal hand cannon that we've ever seen in Destiny 2, and it's a legendary. Doesn't even take your exotic slot to use it. This thing is the one hand cannon that makes dealing with shotgun rushers much more manageable, and I'm in love with it. I think it's the answer to the last word itch for now. I think obviously down the road we would love to have a last word make an appearance in Destiny 2. You know, some of the full auto, the hip fire mechanics of the last word, the aesthetics, everything make it really appealing. But one of the things that the last word did so well was shut down people who were aping you. And I think that that's the temporary answer to the last word problem that we have in Destiny 2. The Luna's Howl is capable of dropping rushers pretty quickly, so long as you're hitting your headshots, which is pretty manageable. It's pretty easy to do with Zen Moment and a Tier 10 Stability Masterwork on the thing on a 180 that recoils more back than up. Hey, that's pretty simple to do. So it's regularly lethal. And now that we've sung its praises, let's chat about what's required of you in order to achieve this. Now we're keeping in mind the average gamer here. Each player will be required first to complete 10 competitive matches, and then to get a ton of hand cannon final blows, specifically in the competitive playlist. We're talking 150 final blows with hand cannons. After that, you will be required to achieve 200 solar final blows in the competitive playlist. And they can be solar weapon kills or solar ability kills. And after that is the easy step. Complete 3 rumble matches. You don't even have to win them, you just complete them. Then comes another grindy part. You have to then achieve 100 hand cannon precision final blows in the comp playlist. And after that, all that's left is to hit Fabled rank, 2100 comp points. So you're looking at 450 specific final blows, in sequence, in order. 150 generic hand cannon final blows, 200 solar final blows, and then 100 hand cannon headshot kills, all in the competitive playlist. Now, throughout your course of, acquiring those things, you're probably going to be ranking up your comp points. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. If all that sounds like a lot, it's because it is. In fact, there's a reason several online Destiny service providers are charging just shy of $1,000 to unlock this weapon for you. You're talking $700 to $800 to have this completed for you. It's several hours of dedicated work to snag this thing. Now here's my advice for you. If you want to grab this thing, then try most of this solo. Don't worry about ranking up. Don't worry about even winning. If it happens, cool. If it doesn't, no big deal. You're just out there to get specific types of kills. Stay in the lower ranks where people aren't sweating their bums off and aping you with shotties and wordcliff coils, because that happens a lot once you start getting higher up in the ranks. And you'll progress much faster through these specific kill types that you need, and you'll enjoy the journey a lot more. Now, I made the mistake of doing this grind when I was already like over 3,000 rank and climbing. And it made for a nightmare as I was consistently matching known top tier players who all had their Luna's Howls and Not Forgottens, while I'm out here trying to farm for solar kills and headshot kills against full shotgun hunter teams. You know, don't do what I did. Be smarter, be smarter. At the end of the day, I'm really glad that I put in the time and the effort to snag this baby. It's an incredible firearm with some outstanding potential as a top tier primary weapon that outshines most weapons we've seen in Destiny 2 so far. And I think it's definitely worth your time and grind. And I think that if you approach the quest correctly, then you will likely have some good fun along the way. So don't be too quick to rank up, but keep it casual as you grind out your steps until you get to the final step where you're free to equip anything that you want. You know, anything that will help you succeed without being weighed down by the requirements, you know, to fulfill certain tasks with certain weapons. So best of luck out there. I think this is well worth the grind. And, you know, hopefully letting you know what the gun's like, how it performs. That'll give you a little bit of a frame of reference to understand whether this is something that you would like to invest in yourself. So have a great day. I hope to catch you in the Crucible.